In this segment, we're going to talk about drowsy driving. Now, if you're watching this video, then you're in the process of taking our defensive driving at D&E course, which consists of 7 different videos, each which has a worksheet attached to it. So while you do your work and while you watch this, realize that there will be a quiz at the end of it, and we want you to complete that. So now we're going to talk about distracted driving. As a driver, your number one responsibility is to get yourself and your passengers to your destination safely. When you're behind the wheel, you always need to be alert and focused. At 55 miles an hour, a vehicle travels the length of a football field in 3.7 seconds. So there's no time for a little mini snooze. Being an attentive driver and looking out for the driver who isn't is increasingly important. So that means that you need to drive focused and that you need to stay safe. Now, as we've had in our other segments thus far, there are some safety facts for the road that we want to include in this discussion with regard to distracted driving. Drowsy driving, I'm sorry. Drowsy driving causes more than 100,000 crashes each year, resulting in 40,000 injuries and 1,550 deaths. Crashes that are caused by drowsy driving are very often serious crashes. They occur most often on high-speed rural highways when the driver is alone. Now, drowsy driving can happen to anyone. A recent National Sleep Foundation study reveals that one half, that is 51% of adults, have driven while drowsy, and 17% report having fallen asleep while driving within the last year. So drive focused, stay safe, and avoid drowsy driving. Be aware of your behavior and the behavior of others on the road during, for example, the late night, the early morning, the mid-afternoon hours when drowsy driving crashes are most likely to occur. Plan a rest stop during these hours. Try to get a full night's sleep before driving. If you become tired while driving, then stop. A short nap, a few minutes, 15 to 45 minutes, and consuming caffeine can help temporarily. Now, I realize that we are very busy people. We have to be places, and we can't just necessarily stop 15 minutes here, 45 minutes there. But if we can organize our break times so that we can, when we're driving, take a few minutes if we have to, then that's better than having the accident that comes as a result of having fallen asleep. Stop at regular intervals if you are driving a long ways. Get out of the car every couple of hours to stretch, to walk around briskly. Set a realistic goal for the number of miles that you can safely travel in a single day. Also, avoid taking medications that can cause drowsiness. This is another factor in drowsy driving. What you are consuming can contribute to whether you're able to stay awake behind the wheel. So taking all these things together, dedicate your mind to this conception of driving alert and not falling prey to drowsy driving, because you have now the opportunity to fill out the worksheet. If you need to go over the video once again in order to get all the answers correct, do that. But that concludes our segment of discussing drowsy driving.